Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Here I am again, Eddie Marcus. You know, it never fails. Every day you wake up, you can imagine some good things. You might look outside and it's a bright day. Wow, it's good. Maybe the sun is shining, or maybe it's raining. Well, it's a good day if you wanted it to happen, and it's not such a good day if you hoped for something else. But you can bet your last money that each and every day you're going to receive from both ends. And so this morning, as I was listening to the news, I got a chance to see that North Korea was shooting off some missiles, perhaps as an indication to the new administration here within the United States, Joe Biden, that he is capable, and as a reality, the world knows that he is willing, and so that perhaps is to just let us have our P's and Q's directed towards normalcy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the reason that I mentioned that is this, because I want to point out to you why and the evidence that you are being denied the heaven that has been given to you. You've been robbed and you've been denied it. You see, wherever dictators control, they do it under the authority of, well, first of all, they say they are divine, they are of God. That is that connection that qualifies them to be there. And the evidence that they are willing to define whatever those methods might be to guarantee them is that they'll kill you. Everywhere that dictators are in charge, their normal way of doing things is all of the evil, lying, cheating, and stealing, and ultimately killing. Now, that happens in Russia, that happens in Philippines, that happens wherever, even in Africa. You know the story about Papa Doc. I mean, everybody wants to kill. Well, here again, this is the way they control. You know, one gives life, which is what we call God, the lover. Then one takes life, which we call evil, the devil, hate, and all that other stuff. Well, these are the things that we are confronted with. And being here on this earth, we recognize that, as I just indicated, what happened in these countries where the dictators rule, that is the same thing that was being staged here in the United States under Donald Trump. He wanted to come in, be Lord, God, and he found a whole bunch of people that were willing to go along with him. Most of them were conservatives. Most of them were white. Most of them were Republicans. Most of them, my friends, were haters and bigots. And there were a lot of black people supporting them too, for whatever their reason. I don't know what their reasons were, but they were over there too. And they were all, and don't forget the church, white churches, and I believe a few black churches too. I'm not sure, but I believe. I'm not going to leave them out. But I know the big name white preachers, not all of them. Some of them were smart enough to be quiet. But the ones that's out on Front Street, I mean, no crooked ones, so crooked, they were right there with them, standing against the good, standing against love, standing against life in support of their power, that frontness. And this is the state's religion. This is the state's God, and we are the godly people of heaven because we are white and right. And I'm not just saying that to be pointing a finger at you, but I'm using this as evidence. If I'm lying, then somebody tell me I'm lying. Nobody can tell me that, so I must be telling the truth. And so, what we as people of God are out here doing is playing right into that game. Yes, we are playing right into that game. We got men of God who are so into that. They're trying to live the same lifestyle that people of the so called world, people, the world, who have no focus on God and don't trust anything about God because of the leadership. And here we are with the leadership out there trying to live this lifestyle. You got some lying to the people, tricking people out of their money, talking about tithes in office, and they living like kings and queens on Peel Hill while the rest of the world is going to hell. You got others out there working their butts off 8 hours a day trying to make sure they can pay those bills and live that lifestyle. You got others out there trying to do whatever they can except the right thing. And why they don't do the right thing is because basically they don't know what the right thing is. First of all, people get caught up in the scriptures and the Bible and stuff like that. Interpretation by people who have no idea what they are talking about. They might be using their education, but still they don't know what they're talking about. And you get caught up in all that kind of stuff. That's why you got thousands of different churches, denominational people who can't even come together on anything. And yet they want to talk about God. The truth of the matter, ladies and gentlemen, is this. You don't have people giving you the information. You don't know about God. You don't know that God is a spirit. You don't know that the whole existence comes from a spirit level. You don't know that our existence is based on the spirit. You don't know that just like a mother who her daily functions takes care of the baby that's in her womb, that baby doesn't realize what's happening out there. That baby doesn't realize too much about anything, as far as I know. But something outside of that baby is protecting that baby, making sure that all of that baby's needs are met, making sure that all that baby's needs are met, so that baby at a certain point in time can come out of that old world, die to that old world, and be born into a brand new world. And here again, the same things takes place. All of the resources necessary to take care of every individual on the face of the earth has been made available by that outside power, that spirit power that we can't see, just like that mother's hand. Now this is just like that mother's hand is to that baby inside. Now we got a spiritual hand that we can't see that's operating inside of this world for making sure that all of the resources that are essential for us to develop and grow can grow into whatever and now we got choice. In the womb, perhaps we didn't have any choice. But here we got choice. We got choice to decide whether we want to be a part of life or whether we want to be a part of death. To be a part of life means that you can see death and you don't have anything to do with it except expose it to the other sisters and brothers that does not see it. Do not. To the other sisters and brothers. And by doing it, you become a bright light in the middle of all this darkness. I don't care where you come from. You might have been in the middle of that, but right now you see. And what is a brother that said he got the light of God? I'm talking about someone who God has revealed himself to. I'm not talking about someone who say, God saved me from cancer, and then you end up later dying from cancer. I'm not talking about that kind of stuff. I'm not talking about what you believe. I'm talking about what you know. If you know there's a God, you're not going to be going at that 8 hours a day trying to make sure you're paying some bills when you know that everybody, my friends, supposed to have their bills already paid. It was paid in the beginning of life. Everybody's bills were paid in the beginning of life. And for those of you who call yourself Christians, then everybody's bill was paid when Jesus Christ died on the cross, because he told the world that there's nothing in the world more important than love. He told the world if they offered you the world, if they offered you $10 trillion for your invention, it's not worth it. Go, rather than do that, give everything to the poor to make sure they don't exist no more. And if you do that, they're going to take you to the cross. But if they got to kill you because you're telling the truth, then you stand for the truth. That's what those who are led by God does. And see, when they do that, the powers that be, they don't like that. Their purpose is to kill if you don't shut up. And you don't shut up. So they kill you. They freed you from this hell, because this, to a person like that, who's led by the Spirit of God, this is nothing but hell, pure hell. Some people talk about fire burning and running and all kinds of torment, never turn you loose. For a person of God who sees the truth, this is what they see when they look at the world. When they see people threatening, shooting missiles, talking about what they're going to do. When they look at movies and stuff and see how people have been killing each other by the hundreds, by the thousands, by the millions, fighting over resources that God, the power that you can't see, have made available for all the human race. Made available for all the human race, so that you might use your gifts. And those gifts would allow you to participate in the creation taken from and the manifestation of, so that the reservoir of goods and services will be overflowing to the whole world. Everybody playing a part in and the part that they love most is what they're doing. This is freedom. And you say you want peace, you lie. I mean, I'm just going to tell you the truth. You are a liar. You say you want prosperity, you are a liar. You say you want joy in your life, you are a lie. Because if you want these things in your life, you don't deserve them. If you would do anything to deny it in someone else's life as well. And when you say all you're doing is concerned about yourself, like black hate or Asian hate or this hate or that hate, when it's all hate, no, my friends, you don't want it. I know you hear me talking about, and you've heard yourselves talking about on that judgment day when the book of life is open. What are they gonna say about you? You don't have to worry about that. I can tell you right now what you are today. Today you are a lie. Now you might be misled, no doubt. You might not know any better, no doubt. But when you're trying to say one thing that is not representative, then you are a lie. I know, because love sent someone to you to offer you peace. What does it mean to have peace? Peace is to treat people right. That's what it means. If you can't treat people right, how in the heck you gonna have some peace? How the heck you gonna even expect peace? Look here. I just heard the other day they were talking about some plan within the Democratic platform, a proposal they want to offer, getting some bill through, and it would allow at least half of the babies, half of the children who've been living in poverty to never live in poverty again because of some added policy. Did you hear what they said? Half. And you're excited about it. How can you be excited about that? To be excited about half of mean you are excited about the half that don't. So come on. That's what kind of Christian you are. That's what kind of child of God you are. No wonder we're going to hell. No wonder half of the country won't bring Donald Trump back so they can put you all under the knife of Donald Trump, or people like Donald Trump, or spirit like Donald Trump. And what are you doing? What are you doing? You know people are going out of the church because why? They got no representation. They know the church is just like everybody else. But it's not the church, ladies and gentlemen, the world needs. It is not the church that God is called. It is God, my friends, a spirit that we, the people, have a choice, an opportunity to allow that spirit to live in us. You see, to live in us. You know what that means? That means to be a physical. Now, that don't mean you perfect. No. But if you're as perfect as you know, now there's somebody over there, all around you perhaps, that has more perfection than you. But what is the purpose for that? For you to see your shortcomings so you can step right up and be more perfect. Not to get upset, angry, because what is your goal? Your goal is the human goal. Not no selfish goal. You're not even paid some special reward because you came up with some idea that nobody else came up with. I mean, when you come up with an idea, the whole world is blessed. The computer comes, and nobody talking about who got the money. The whole world is blessed because everybody got to use a computer if they want it. And anything else. Electric bills. That was given for everybody. Not to be hampered by some money. There might be some scheme worked out to make sure that it's here. Everybody can use it. But to say, no, come on, babies. God ain't like that. That's man. That's the evil one. That's the devil. All of us following that. Every last one of you who loving God today, going out there who got a job, going out there tomorrow, working for the devil. Now you say, well, I ain't working for the devil. I'm working to pay my bills. Where you think that come from? All that stuff is free. You're paying a bill because the devil has messed it up, switched it up, and got you screwed up, and now you're paying a bill for what God has given you free. Yeah, you never heard that before, have you? Well, just think on that. And if you need some more information, go to my posts. I got a lot of them, you know. Maybe you might want to subscribe, or you might want to say whether you like it or not. Or it doesn't matter if you just listen. Then I'm thankful for that. But I'm hoping, and I know what hope is like, that something will be made out of it. Until next time, Eddie Marcus say goodbye.